Good evening. This is a very short chapter. I'm reading from Infiltration by Taylor R. Marshall. The plot to destroy the church from within. The foreword is by Bishop Athanasius Schneider. And this one is very, very short. The plot to destroy the church from within. Well, if you've reached this far, you know what it's about. OTTAVIANI intervention against Pope Paul VI. Holy Michael, Archangel, defend me in this day of battle. Be my safeguard against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, I humbly pray, and do thy prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust down to hell Satan, and all the wicked evil spirits who wander through the world for the ruin of souls. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. When the 1969 Novus Ordo MISSAE of BUGNINI, who was the Freemason communist inclined infiltrator, was unveiled, the stalwart French missionary, Archbishop Marcel LEFEBVRE, gathered 12 theologians to study the liturgy thoroughly, led by the eminent Thomist theologian MICHEL-LOUIS GUERARD de LAURIERSO.P. They produced an academic presentation for Pope Paul VI titled A Short Critical Study of the Novus Ordo MISSAE. Cardinal OTTAVIANI and Antonio Cardinal BACCI wrote an introduction to this document and presented the study to Pope Paul VI on 25th of September 1969. For this reason, a short critical study of the Novus Ordo MISSAE is often referred to as the OTTAVIANI intervention. The cover letter by Cardinal OTTAVIANI and Cardinal BACCI explains that the Novus Ordo departs from the theology of the Council of Trent in text and in theology, and will cause confusion amongst priests and laity alike. They argued that the Novus Ordo Mass undercut the oblationary, sacrificial, and sacerdotal doctrines of the Council of Trent. In other words, the new Mass leaned towards Protestantism. This was not a baseless accusation. 6 Protestant scholars had been invited to Vatican II to participate in discussions regarding ecumenism and liturgy. A Raymond George, Methodist, Ronald Jasper, Anglican, Massey Shepherd, Anglican, Friedrich Kuddeth, Lutheran, Eugenie Brand, Lutheran, and Max Thurian, Reformed Community of Taizé. Max Thurian, as a Protestant liturgist, had the most influence on the outcomes leading to the Novus Ordo Mass. At supper once with hands come, MICHEL-LOUIS and another Protestant scholar, Roger Schutz, asked him what they should do at this historical moment of the council, to which King replied, "It is best for you to remain Protestant," Protestants plural. The theological group behind LEFEBVRE pleaded that they at least be allowed to use the previous rite. The goal was that this presentation would gain support and lead Pope Paul VI to delay or scrap the new BUGNINI rites. And if the promulgation did move forward, perhaps a universal indult might be offered to those priests who did not want to celebrate the Novus Ordo. Pope Paul VI received the so-called OTTAVIANI intervention coolly. The Holy See issued a response on 12th of November 1969, replying that the critical study contained claims that were superficial, exaggerated, inexact, emotional, and false. Pope Paul VI moved forward and published the Novus Ordo Missal on 26th of March 1970. Cardinal OTTAVIANI backed down and accepted the reform. Cardinal BACCI and Archbishop LEFEBVRE, however, did not accept the Novus Ordo Missae. That is the end of chapter 21. I'd like to read what they wrote. If I can get hold of it one day, I will. But still ongoing today, all these years later, we've still got big problems and they're getting worse all the time. So the next chapter will be chapter 22, Archbishop LEFEBVRE and the Traditionalist Resistance, and it's still ongoing. So thank you so much for listening. May God bless you, sending you peace in abundance. May you always be happy and joyful in the Lord. And thank you once again for sharing and commenting. God bless.